Welcome to Toffee TV. It is live at 5. We are live on Patreon. We are live on YouTube. We are live to the world. And it's nearly time for football to return to Goodison Park.
Football's coming home.
Well, you can go wherever it wants.
That's coming home.
I'm eating these because they're so nice.
Yeah.
It's not free advertising because just literally paid for them. But they're so nice. They're so nice.
Oh,
Whoa. It's like you're listening back.
I don't want to listen back. Not one thing we don't want to do.
No, you're amazing, Barry. Absolutely amazing.
Yeah, Mike and Ike's.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I mean, I feel like it says naturally and artificially flavoured.
Yeah, well, they're telling you both things.
So you're getting natural crack and dried crack.
It's literally giving you the best of both worlds, as Hannah Montana once said.
Did you?
She did. Best of both worlds.
Okay. I never watched Hannah Montana.
No, but I'm just telling you what she said. So
they're also gluten-free and fat-free. But I feel like a glutton. And I feel fat.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it's gluten-free, but yeah.
I know. It was a spin.
All good. Well, there you go. A spin. Okay, we off? Are we having some comments? Okay, here we go. Max Redfern. How do you feel about Mourinho being manager of Spurs?
I don't really care.
I'm bothered. Good. I think for them it's a good signing. I think he was the best available manager at the moment. Whether he's the right fit for Tottenham, who knows? Cameron Lovelady wants Poch. So does Fozzie. Sophie Gallagher. Evening lads, with Spurs showing ambition by replacing Pochettino. Why haven't we sacked Silva? Well, probably because Silva hasn't had 5 years. Maybe, Soph. I don't really know what else to say to it. I mean, the thing about Pochettino is...
Oh my God, they're like crack.
They are amazing. I mean, that's why I moved.
Let me just point out, I haven't tasted crack.
We don't know. They're just nice.
No,
they're
but
addictive. That's all you needed to say.
Yeah, sorry.
The whole thing about it is that Pochettino's been there for 5 seasons and they haven't won a thing. And in this last year, they've lost 19 games, I think, in the Premier League, which is a hell of a lot. And we saw them at Goodison Park the other week first, and they were horrific, absolutely awful. And for whatever reason, they've decided to part company with him, and they've gone for Mourinho. But we're led to believe by members of the press he only wanted a job in London or a big job like Bayern Munich. So, for all we know, Everton went and spoke to Mourinho and he was like, I'm all right. I want to stay down this end. So, that's why Everton didn't move for him. But Spurs have got him and good luck to him.
Dave Wild says, hi lads, loving all the content. Interested in your views as to whether you think if Everton have missed the boat or dodged the bullet with Mourinho going to Spurs. And should we inquire about Pochettino or is Silva in place until the end of the season?
Mourinho, I'd have had him, said it before, even though I like the manager, I'd still have Mourinho because I think you always should get the best available. But like I've just said on the last one, I don't know whether he would be interested in... He wanted a job in London, he kind of said it. His family live in London. He probably wants to be with his family. Silva is in charge and we should get behind him until he's no longer in charge, then we move on. I just don't think it's healthy for anybody or the football club if every week we're saying the same thing. Is he going this week? Is it this? Is it that? He's in charge, get behind him, and if he results don't go our way, he'll be replaced and then you get behind the new fella. Otherwise you put knots in yourself, don't you?
The other thing about it is that, and got to be honest here, 2 and 2 don't equal 4. Just because Mourinho's, wasn't in a job, and just because Pochettino's not in a job now, doesn't mean they're coming to Everton. Listen, I have been one of Silva's, maybe not one of his biggest critics, but I've obviously been a critic of him. But that doesn't necessarily mean that just because we want a big manager that we're going to get a big manager. It's just the way it is. We're not. It's not nice to say, but we're just not in that. We're just not in that. We're Aldi, right? They're shopping in Waitrose. That's the difference at the moment. And you know, they've just had to pay him off 12 million quid. They've brought Mourinho in. That's going to be big money as well.
Massive money, yeah.
It's not who we are at the moment. The club have shown faith in Silva, and you know, I honestly think that that last month was the big period for him, and the next month's going to be difficult. But I don't think you look at the teams we're playing, and I don't think anyone could come out unless it's like, God forbid, every game is a defeat. But I honestly, you can't look at the next month and go, well, that's what he's is going to be judged by as such. There are difficulties. We've got injuries. We've got a team that's changing. We've got a club that's changing. You know, Pochettino dealt with all these things at first with Spurs. He was probably in a better position when he took over. They had the problems with the stadium. Now we're going to face those problems, but they're good problems to face. But I don't quite. Pochettino's going to go to Real Madrid, Manchester United, or a Bayern Munich. Let's get that straight. And as much as we wanted Mourinho, when he was out of work, there was a chance, wasn't it? There was a chance that we could have got him. Of course there was. But we would have to have sold ourselves big to him and showed that we had the ambition. And maybe we just can't show that ambition because of what's happened in the previous years, certainly under Walsh and Koeman, and where that's left us financially.
Or maybe he wouldn't move back up north.
And there's also that, don't forget, he's got kids. And he spent time he lived out of a suitcase in the Lowry. And it's great, isn't it? Put it this way, right? And this sort of plays into my argument where I've said in the past about Benitez. If someone says to you, I've got a job for you and it's really good, and someone else says to you, I've got a job for you, it's really good, and one of them says, yeah, but my job, you get to live in your house with your kids, where when you've had a bad day, you can go home and see your family and it's all good, and take the dog for a walk and all that kind of thing. Or you can go back to a hotel and stew for a few hours. And at this part of his life, maybe he thinks one of the reasons why Man United didn't go the way it was is because they didn't have the support of my family around them.
Didn't have nowhere to let off steam.
Exactly, yeah.
Something different.
Or take the kids out, or take the dog out for a walk. No, things like that. Who doesn't love going home and either the kids running up to them going, how's your day? Or the dog just coming over to you and start stroking your dog. You instantly feel better about yourself.
And the other thing as well, in London, they're left alone. There's that, they're left, you look at them going out and about in London, they're not bothered really. People don't go up to them as much, and there's that thing, so he can just go out with his family. It's a lot easier, so it is what it is with that.
Oh yeah, sorry. Margaret says, hi lads. Gary says, howdy. Simon Ross says, even in all, I'd have Pochettino, but I reckon he'll end up at Man United. Dave Wild, was Dave Wild said, also we'd shed a tear. Also, have you ever shed a tear after an Everton game? I cried my eyes out coming out of Old Trafford after the League Cup final, second replay as a 14-year-old.
I cried at the final whistle in '95 when the whistle went and we'd won. Tears of joy.
2009 when we got to the final, because it had been such a long time.
It went to semi, when we won on pens against. I had tears. I think I had tears in my eyes, definitely, yeah.
Stephen Kelly says, all right lads, hope you're both well. Poch leaving, worst thing to happen to our fan base. Feel for Silva with all the talk. Let the man do his job. Some people might not want to hear this, but he is the coach till the end of the season. Everton had their chance. Also remind everyone to keep retweeting the videos and interviews. Keep up the good work. Lads, cheers. Kane says, question to Baz. Does he think Marco Silva's time is now up at Everton? Only messing. Tell him after the few fumes though. I couldn't, Kane. No,
it isn't.
Not after what happened last night.
Connell Norton says, do you think the win at Southampton has brought Silva time till the new year to save his job, as December is a huge month?
Right.
Pippin says Toffee TV is the place to be.
It is the place to be. As I've said previously, I am one of Marco Silva's biggest critics, but I don't think right now is a time to get on his back. I really don't, because and to be going from game to game asking questions. If we beat Norwich on Saturday, then let's start looking up the table and not behind us. And I think with that support and with that calmness, that maybe the manager's gone and it's just us, that can drive us forward. This thing of every week, it's not healthy, and I've been part of that. So you know, I've done that as well. But it's not healthy for anybody to be questioning the manager result by result. That is not going to get us anywhere as a football club. Now, the people out there who will say, that's how you do it. You sack the manager, you go and get the best man for the job, and you get on with it. Well, what if Everton don't want to sack the manager, though? What if that is the top and bottom of it? The top and bottom is that Marcel Brands likes Silva and isn't sacking him and knows it's a long-term job and understands every step. As a fan, we can't see those steps, and it's really hard for us to see stuff because we don't think with this. We think with this. We think with our heart, not with our heads when it comes to Everton Football Club. But Marcel Brands is paid to use that, and that's good. That's a good thing. So, if he thinks it's going the way it's going, and is like, well, you know what, we should have really brought in Gabanin last year, but we didn't. Or we should have brought this player in last year. And we're not getting those crossover seasons, so everything's going to take longer, and players are going to take longer to settle. And with the injuries and players being out of form and all these things, it is difficult for us at the moment and for the manager. And we haven't got that goal scorer, and that's ultimately the thing. Like, I was on Radio City this morning, they were talking about Lukaku, and you were like, oh, what you know, Lukaku, or do you think, with his attitude? And I was like, we'd be in the top 6 now if we had Lukaku. No doubt about it.
Easily.
No doubt about it, my man.
This is the thing I'd say about Pochettino. A really good coach, but he also had Harry Kane, who scored 25 goals a season just to put the cherry on the top. And that was what disappointed me with Martinez, to be honest, is that he had Romelu Lukaku banging 20 goals in and we were still terrible. So that's when you knew that the manager wasn't. Imagine if we wouldn't have had Rom and had Martinez. No, I know. We'd have gone down.
Listen, the problem started. Like, the problems really started when we sold Rom in terms of like not winning games of football.
The problem started when Moyes left.
Well, it did.
Really, if you look back. Yeah. Matty said you've got to get in there early with these important questions. Chocolate digestives or Jaffa cakes?
Jaffa cakes.
Jaffa cakes, just for picking one up neat and amazing. Chocolate digestive. Chocky D is all right for dipping, isn't it?
Yeah.
For a dip. Yeah. But just sitting there eating them. Jaffa cakes.
That was. Oh, hang on. Is a question then? Oh, hang on. Well, my missus posed this question, and I think it's
They didn't poise it.
She did poise
it. Did she come in and go?
She went. Question. Right. Come on. Very important question, this. And I want the feedback from the people out there. Right?
Come on.
Question of our times, this.
Okay.
I'm building it up.
You are building it up.
It's like X Factor stuff, this. Right?
Go on.
What biscuits do we have in for the next time Duncan comes? I want feedback.
Well, he's got a sweet tooth, as he said.
Sweet tooth.
Football. Sweet tooth.
Football.
Sweet tooth. He's got a sweet tooth.
Yeah.
He liked the Jag Mars bar.
But that's not a biscuit, though.
No, so a biscuit.
That's not a biscuit.
But would he appreciate a biscuit?
See, my missus said, Samantha, if you're watching, you won't be. She said, get him some shortbread. Because of obviously the Scottish connections.
Nice,
and also, shortbread are the king of dunkers. They are the king of dunkers. You can dunk that fella.
They drink some of your tea as well.
Yeah, but you still take
No, but they drink some of your tea. You put it in and you go, what the fuck's that in tea? And if the shortbread's like that, what are you going to do about it? I mean, and it's hard.
This sounds like you live in Sausage Party.
No.
That's a film, by the way. That's not some kind of weird reference. Billy knows.
Let's move on. Robert Workman says,
I want to know.
Did you know that Norwich had taken their full allocation?
They hadn't taken the top.
I was surprised when I applied for an Upper Bullens ticket as an international based member in Vienna, and Norwich had taken it.
They hadn't taken it. So
I don't know, Robert, then. I'd be surprised, but I'm gonna, you've tried to get a ticket through it and haven't been able to. D. Stru's going to see Liam Gallagher tomorrow. Why don't we replace Silva with him? Yeah,
because he's a musical act.
No, but I think he's just saying, people are offering to replace Silva with everybody. Toothy Orifice wants 1 mic and 2 Ikes, please. If you could pass them through, mate, we would do. Although I don't know, because everyone want one, they're amazing. First choice says score prediction for Norwich. I don't like score predictions, 4-0. Tom Baz, what did you make of the Steve Walsh comments? I would have Dean over Robertson and I wouldn't have Maguire anywhere near us personally, but Haaland all day if true. Listen, Robertson would have been great business because you probably would have got him for Liverpool paid 8 million for him. So if you'd have got him for under 10 million, it was great business. He's a cracking left back. Personally, I think Dean's a better footballer, but I think Robertson is fantastic for them and would have been a good addition. Harry Maguire, again, for 17 million quid. He's left-footed, probably would have been all right business. I'm not a big fan, but I think if you would have had him now with the likes of Yerry Mina and Holgate and Keane, I think you'd have 4 strong centre-backs. Haaland every day of the week.
Could have sold him for 90 million.
Well, yeah. Haaland every day of the week. Lenny Plays X says, thoughts on the Piatek Keane swap. That's a story going round today. Everton are going to swap Moise Keane for Piatek at AC Milan, the Polish striker. Christian Piatek is a good player, but Moise Keane isn't going anywhere, in my opinion. Andy Walker says, well done Spurs. I was dreading the special one coming here. We don't have the sort of money he needs. His style of football is horrible. Trophies, yes, but destroys the soul of his clubs. Tom also says, do you guys think Bernard will make the Norwich game in time? Don't know, mate. We haven't heard anything, have we, from the manager about that. He said a couple of weeks ago, or after the Southampton game, he's urging the medical staff to get him fit for the game. I hope he is, but I don't know. Okay, where are we? Tom says, do you think you'll ever be able to get an interview with Marcel Brands? I think we would. Working on it. I don't know when that would be, but I think he might do. But I don't know because he doesn't do much.
He doesn't do many.
He doesn't do interviews. So
we could go in full Dutched up, couldn't we? Clogs on.
You could.
No, clogs on. Orange t-shirt, big rolled up cheese ball under our arms. Well, because he does like to do the Dutch interviews, doesn't he?
Yeah, actually, yeah.
I mean, that's literally the point I was getting to, and he's just got there. He just got there. Do you know what I mean? I was
just imagining you with orange hair, orange top, cheese ball, clogs. You would have been full.
Literally called Sunday. Walk in and go, football. Give it.
Okay. Yeah, let's move on from that. Tom also says, because Norwich is so open at the back, do you think Marco will go for a Wobie in the number 10? Really hope it's not Gylfi Sigurdsson. They make his eyes hurt.
It'll all be to do with whether Bernard's back, isn't it?
Why do you think he'll play Iwobi off the left? Or do you think Iwobi won't start? He didn't start last time.
But it was an away game, wasn't it? And even though we should have gone for it, and obviously he's not going to not play Richarlison. Richarlison's always going to play, but he's always going to play in one of those front three.
Yeah.
Cenk missed the games for Turkey, but I wouldn't have him anywhere near the team anyway because he's... I mean, as I've said previously, he runs like he's on the moon. He's got some kind of different gravitational force.
Okay, so, Steve Fitzhenry says pointless on soon. Go and watch it, Steve, if you like it. Well done. Mitchell Balzan says office reference. Question, Mitchell.
To be fair,
who is your favourite character in the American Office? I mean, keep coughing.
I'm just joking. What I was going to say about Pointless is, you can actually watch Pointless with the sound off.
Oh, okay.
All the questions come up on the screen.
Oh, okay.
So it's a great
show.
Steve,
you can multitask, essentially.
I can't multitask talking and coughing, though.
I mean, Keith Powell says Real Madrid have been hovering around him for at least a year in reference to Poch. What's this space? Anthony Wright says Zaha in the January window. Would you take him if he was available? Yes, we would. But
Yes said we can't buy anyone.
Oh,
no.
There you go then.
Greg O'Keefe's got a piece in The Athletic today, and it's basically posing the question, but I think the answer is no. Everton don't. It's Everton. Number one, the finances in terms of the real finances in terms of what's on paper. That's not always how football works. We know that. The manager, the owner could chip in with some money if it's needed, which I'm sure he would. But Greg's basically saying the people of the club don't seem like they want to spy anyone now. Seem like quite content. And I noticed Greg was talking to the Esk. If you're on Twitter, you'll know the Esk is financial football expert.
Yeah.
And he said that he said on paper Everton haven't got the money to buy anyone, which is fine. I can't argue with that because I've got no idea.
Yeah.
But I know Everton's... when the finances come out, the accounts come out, I think it's going to be very interesting. I think a lot of people are going to be worried in terms of the loss. The loss is predicted to be Yeah, a lot. It's predicted to be a lot. But of course, that's not how football works all the time. And there's a lot of factors in that. So,
Caveat to the essay in that is he did say that in the summer. He did say that. Like, every window he says it, and every window he's proved wrong.
We did tend to balance the books in the summer, didn't we?
But
I'm just saying.
We spent money.
No, I'm just saying it's balancing the books, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. But the one thing I would say is that we are ridiculously close to being fined for financial fair play. So, there you go. Mitchell Balson says Deliveroo, Just Eat or Uber Eats. That's for you.
Or anyone. Why do you have to pick one? Why can't you go, I want something from this place? I'm getting it. Why was that one just for me? Do you not have takeaways? No, not at all, ever.
I have a Chinese, which I just can't pick up. I wouldn't get anything into that. Anthony Wright thinks you should go in to get Zaha before Arsenal snap him up. Well, Arsenal skint as well. So, Stelio Contra says, hey Baz, why are you not using your coaster? Because I'm using that coaster, baby. There you go. So I am using a coaster. Get Sandro back, says Lenny. Tom says, do you guys think we were right not signing another centre-back in the summer? No. Much rather go with what if the right one wasn't available. Much rather go with what we've got.
With the right...
Rather than waste millions on the wrong one.
Yeah, but you're never going to buy the wrong one. But you should be able to find the right one. If you understand what I mean. There are a lot of good footballers out there. Just because they're not household names or just because they don't play for fashionable clubs. There's a lot of good players out there. You've got to be able to find them. And you've got to do the deal. There's players out... I mean, look at... there's players out there playing for good clubs. Look at Mina and Dean.
EFC Graham, my God, says Josie stayed in a hotel for 2 years when at United, so he was never going to come back up here. That's probably a bit... I think he would have done if there was no alternative. So if Spurs were all right with Poch, I think Everton would have had an opportunity to get him. But while Poch has been on rocky ground for weeks, hasn't he, it seems, or...
Philadelphia?
Yeah.
One of those steps?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Class. David Collins says, what did you think of the Galloway interview, the Blue Room? Haven't seen it. David. Mitchell Bolton says, if DCL was an up-and-coming player at United or Liverpool, would he be a lot more revered than he is now? Possible England call-up? Yes.
I don't know.
He'd have played for England if he was in Liverpool's squad.
What's his name?
Solanke
did, didn't he? And then they got 29 million for him, and Dom's better.
Dom's miles better.
Dom's better.
Max Redfern says, do you think Moise Keane will have a chance on Saturday? I'd like to think so, but...
I can't eat these at the same time.
No, I'm not going to. I'm just getting one ready for when you finished. Christopher Miller says, start Keane on Saturday. Okay. Michael Barrett says, see how Silva gets on till the end of the season and then phone Rafa if it doesn't work out. Jason says, all right, lads, do you think Mourinho will be eyeing up any of our players as a rebuild? As in Richarlison?
Why is everyone obsessed with Mourinho?
Don't know. Spurs can't afford our players, mate. It's the reality. Mal Young says, I found my Zenith Data Systems Cup final stuff ticket yesterday. Did anyone go? Yes.
And the semi-cup final.
Bad times. Bad times.
4-3 and 4-1.
Captain Boogaloo says, Moise Keane needs to start on Saturday after his brace for the under-21s. Norwich are woeful at the back and it's a good chance for him to get off the mark. Sophie Gallagher says, Moise Keane to score on Saturday. To win ahead of a dreaded December. Mark Smith says, no Everton tops in Bogota. Well, pushes him off. Keep up the good work, boys. Always look forward to your show. Cheers, Mark.
Get on the DH.
Pippin says, hello, lads. Love the show. Really like the podcast. Keep up the great work. Thank you. Andrew Ryan says, how do you feel about the rumours about a new Star Wars film with test audiences walking out of the screening and up to 75% reshoots being done?
They're not being. There's no way they're doing reshoots now.
Will be a disgrace.
It's out next month. It's out next month. They're not doing reshoots now. Imagine if they did reshoots now, how long it would take to do all those special effects. It'd look like something out of a kid's pantomime. Nah. I don't know if test audience have walked out. I don't know. The last one, I didn't like the last one. It's all about the Mandalorian now and the asset. I won't reveal who the asset is, but it's amazing. It will change your mind. It'll blow your mind. And it'll also make Disney millions. I'll show you in a minute. I'll show
Okay,
you. You'll be like, yeah, they're making millions off that.
Okay.
I'll show you now. Go
Paul Lightly says Southall's interview on Toffee TV, I hope have been seen by some of the board and hopefully get actioned in some form regarding mentality from top to bottom. Wish he could go in and kick ass positively. Mal Young says, does Howard's Way mention the Zenith Data Systems final? Nope. James Tubb says, thoughts on giving Keane a start versus Norwich up top. Thanks for all you do, Baz and Pep. Been following you for a while from the States. Thanks, James. I don't think I'd start him because I'm just not convinced he's ready to start.
He's a kid.
You know, I don't know but I'd like to see him get at least 25 minutes through the middle off the bench at the weekend, and I'd like him to play with a Wobie behind him who can actually feed him. And then I think he'll do the business.
How much money do you think that's going to make Disney?
Oh, yeah. Stupid amounts.
Yeah.
E.T.
It's not E.T. Don't give it away who it is.
I'm only messing. Robert Dinsmore thinks we have to start Keane on Saturday. Kev Milner says, Baz, I cried at the same thing. Great show again, lads. Get behind Silva. If he goes, Benitez is the man. Paul Lighty says, if we're not seriously in real danger of going down, can we just let Silva see out his contract and have stability? Jamie B says, all right, lads, I've been a critic of Marco, but to me, the way he's been recently, you know, when he's talked about Richarlison diving and going full Mourinho, is showing me he's actually arsed, if you get me. Yeah, well, you know what? He had to come out fighting, and I'm glad he did. And since the last international break, we've played 5 games. We've won 3, drawn 1, and we got fired off at Brighton in the other one. So he's had a good run. So we're back off the international break. Let's win at the weekend. We're 3 points off 5th. We win at the weekend. We're bunching up then with teams above us. And then we have got a difficult December, but going into December off back-to-back victories, if that's what we can do, changes the landscape again and gives us an opportunity to get some scalps. I'm happy with Chelsea and Arsenal at home. I really am. Who's
to say we beat Norwich and Leicester get beat? And then going into that Leicester game, it's like, ooh, Leicester have lost the game now. Ooh, it's a bit near Everton. Everton have won a couple. That's football, innit? Things can change very, very quickly. Let's just do what we can do. Let's just try and win our games and then, you know.
Fozzie says Toffee TV a boss. P. Murph says, nah, sack him.
Sam?
Okay. Robert Dinsmore says, how many points would you be happy with out of these tough fixtures? I don't know. I'm going to say 10, but there's loads of games. So isn't there 8 games in December? 7
we play
league
Burnley
games, I think.
and Arsenal at home.
And Chelsea.
No, I know, but those two, straight away, I'm thinking, there's no reason why we don't win those both. Newcastle away, all right, we're not great away, and Newcastle have picked up, and fair play to them. But that's not a game I go, oh my God, that's terrible. So that's another one you've got to be looking at. So there's 9 straight away, maybe.
I think Chelsea at home.
Chelsea,
I think we'll
maybe
Chelsea
a point at home against Chelsea, maybe a win. But all right, so 10, if we could get 10, if we could get 10.
Yeah.
If we could get 10. That'd be amazing.
Who's to say we don't get it? United aren't great. Who's to say we don't get a point at United? Who's to say we don't get a point at Leicester, a point at Liverpool? We don't know, do you? But we've got to win the home games. If we can win the 3 home games, that'll be brilliant for us. And then there's a horrible set of fixtures out the way then, and then there's momentum's building and you can move forward. So let's see. Stephen Cowdy says, problem with Rafa is if it didn't start off good, he would get it off the fans worse than anyone else because of his red links. There is that, isn't there?
Red links?
Yeah.
Is that like
a red version? No, he's right though, isn't he? That would be the difficult one.
Yeah, listen, I just think it's time to get up. But that's
okay.
Each to their own, each to their own. I'm not here to tell other people what to do. I do that on Twitter.
It sounds like you just did.
No, I'm not.
But you just did.
I didn't just say it's time for people to grow up. I didn't say which people.
Oh, okay.
I might be talking about people in Sesame Street.
Could be talking about kids in school. Because they literally are growing up.
But I can't.
They're growing, aren't they?
Yeah, I don't want them to grow up any faster than they are, though. There's enough
one.
childhood's been stolen in the world.
That's a good point.
Especially by Tories.
Don't. Or I'll cut you off. Connell Norton says...
You can't cut me off.
Well, I can literally just plug your mic out now. Connell Norton says, did we miss a trick in the summer not getting a stopgap up front like Dzeko or Costa?
Yes, we did.
But
we did.
Could we get Costa as a stopgap?
No, maybe not Costa. Dzeko, I think if we'd offered...
Yeah, I think we might have got Costa.
Giroud.
Yeah. But we'd have had to guarantee him games, wouldn't we, Giroud?
There's one word. There's one word.
Money.
No, one word. This is...
The Titanic Hotel.
No. It's not one word, is it?
No, but did you read?
The stars have aligned. When do we need a striker?
Now.
Who's available?
Zlatan.
Zlatan.
Yeah, but it's from the summer.
Forget the
P.
summer.
Murph says Tunnocks caramel wafer now with dark chocolate. Boss.
For Duncan, is that?
Oh no. He also said hobnobs.
It is. They are Scottish, aren't they?
He also said hobnobs. Martin Edwards says, what a fantastic tackle by Reedy on Marwood. It was.
It was fair.
Mal Young says, did you spot the Liverpool scenes in War of Worlds?
Yes, all of them, quite easily. quite easily. In fact, and one of the actors in it is an Evertonian. Is it Sam Benjamin, was he?
Sam Benjamin.
Follows us on Twitter.
Sam sounds, yeah.
Follows us on Twitter. He linked us up the other day, and he's in it as well. He's
good lad.
got a big part in it, so I think he's from Birkenhead.
He's a good lad, this Sam.
And he's in it as well.
Spoke to him for a while.
So
Cameron Lovelady says bourbon biscuits. Paul Likely says shortbread, get in.
is that his real name, or is that just what he wants?
I don't know.
Lovely.
Love ladies. Mitchell Balton says shortbread, proper Scotsman.
It is.
Andrew Ryan says, personally not a Silver fan, but I'm resigned to him being here till the end of the season, so I just have to get behind him. Stephen Cowdy says chocolate hobnobs for Dunk. Anthony Wright, would you go for... We answered that before. I'd love to have Sahar, but money-wise, and would he come? And I don't know. Real Tours says, evening, gents, great content as always. In your personal opinions, which British clubs fans do you like the most and the least? Liverpool, the least. Now,
Celtic. We're talking British Celtic. They're the only ones I like.
do you like them?
Yeah, I've always liked Celtic.
Proper cop-outs. I don't know. Every team will have good fans and bad fans, won't it? Everyone. Michael Barrett says ginger nuts because he's nails. Hazen and Azza says them good bar biscuits would be nice to have when he comes in. Next lad. Okay. Mal Young says shortbread can stab your gums, then there's blood everywhere. That's tough hard, Bicky.
the only biscuit that fights back.
Ryan James says, all right, lads, do we have the side to knock Leicester out?
Yeah, of course we do.
Yeah, most definitely. Peter Pike says, gotta be the big Dundee biscuits. They are big.
Dundee,
I haven't had them for ages. The Dundee biscuits, like Dundee. I mean,
oh!
You know the big... No, tough them.
Okay.
Where are we?
Shaps! Shaps! They make them with shaps! But at what cost?
Hang on, P. Murph's right here.
Go on.
200 viewers and 20 likes.
It's disappointing.
I mean,
It's literally
it's
Neil
Neil
pointing.
pointing that. Literally, bing, bing. Just thumbs up while you're here watching it. What else have you got to do?
Right. Yeah, go on, you chew that while
yeah,
I...
go ahead. I'm disappointed now. I'm disappointed.
Stephen Kelly says money talks now, though, Ped, in relation to managers. I know, see, that's what I was saying before. Kane says, nah, seriously, lads, we've got to back the players and the manager now. In the real world, Goodison should be bouncing for Norwich on Saturday to set us up for a tricky run of games. But let's be honest, it'll be flat, the atmosphere. If we're all together, who knows? What can happen next month? I still think we can get points. Personally, Arsenal don't scare me. I think we'll beat Chelsea at home. I want Marco to do well and prove me wrong. Up the Toffees, big month ahead. You're right. People can't turn up on Saturday and go, oh, it's just Norwich. You know, go and beat them. This is a big game for Everton. This is like one of those little hump games that we've got to get over. Win this game and the season can look very, very different. But if we don't, then, you know, like the Southampton game, you know, by winning that game, it sets us up nicely for this game. So if we win this, it'll be big, big. Dave Wild says, my lad thinks Toffee TV is the Mutt's nuts and is always trying to spot where you guys sit from our seats in the Upper Gladys. Have you ever thought about doing a spot in the fan zone? No, we have not, because
never.
That's not what we do. I know other people do it on their channels. We don't do that because that is...
We just don't want to do it.
No, that's bad. We just don't want to do it. Kate Reynolds says, you could save him a maple cream. They're on the way. Kate is sending us some biscuits from the Canada land. Derek Alton says, bit late joining in today. Lads, going into hospital tomorrow for an infusion of magnesium. So lots to get sorted. So I'll be like Mr. Magoo for 24 hours and then Superman for 24 hours. So come Saturday, I'll be 100% for Norwich. What's an infusion of magnesium? That sounds amazing. That sounds like something Superman would get.
Injecting them with magnesium.
Oh. Margaret says, shortbread, yes, or custard creams.
Oh, not custard creams. I was sick once when I had custard creams. And I haven't been able to
The
eat
Nam
them
biscuits,
since.
them, aren't they? They're proper Nam biscuits.
I haven't been able to have them since. I was about 7 or 8 when it happened. And
Dave Wild says, if you have a kebab or pizza one evening but don't finish it, do you save it and eat it for the next morning or throw it away?
Throw it away. I never eat yesterday's food.
Hi, Dave. We've obviously not met. I finish my dinners and I finish other people's dinners.
Would you ever eat yesterday's food, though? No. I can't do it. People like...
No, I always eat today's food. Grant Ferguson says, evening lads, who's the next big interview with? Love the big dunk one. A current player will be good next. We can't say.
No.
I did sort an interview today with somebody.
Oh, okay. But that's not the next one.
But that's not... Well, it might be. I don't know.
No, it won't be.
But I'm not revealing that because I don't actually like saying about interviews till they're done.
Yeah.
Because anything could happen. You know, we could go, oh yeah, we got so-and-so next week. And then you get to next week and everyone goes, hang on, I thought you said you had so-and-so and you look like idiots. So the minute they're in the studio and they're here and they sat down, then we'll tell you who our interview is. But not before.
Yeah.
Not before.
Put it this way, we've got some good ones lined up. Let's leave it there.
Baby. Gary Ward says, what are the odds of y'all getting an interview with Mashiri?
Very slim.
Very slim. Scared him when we were in Switzerland.
Scared of his minder.
Oh, his minder, man. That's why he was a minder.
Sophie Gallagher says Keane would be better if he was playing in front of a Wobie in the 10 and him and Davis threading through balls for him. P. Brown says, do you think the club would have the balls to go after Pochettino if we carry on not getting the results? And do we have the pulling power for Pochettino?
No, I don't think we have.
No.
I can't see him managing another Premier League club. I just can't.
This is a good one. Well, mind you, I can see him managing. Gareth Hughes, who is the biggest wasted talent you've seen? This is Franny Jeffers. Could have been a club legend, but his head was turned.
See, he's a weird one, Franny, because I don't think he... I think it's how you define wasted talent. Franny wasted his talent by moving to Arsenal and then being stuck on the bench and losing that natural momentum a footballer needs to become a great player. I think we've had play. I think Adam O'Loughlin's a massive waste of talent, but he's wasting his talent by not trying hard in training and therefore wasting the talent. Franny, I think, got caught in a position where he wasn't playing at Arsenal, but he was never going to play at Arsenal. You know, he went down there as one thing. At Everton, even though it was a bad situation, he came out of... Some good things come out of bad situations. And Duncan even said it on the interview, didn't he? He said, well, you sold me. Oh, hang on. Hang on.
I'll see you, because I see you.
Hang on. We spinning? Okay, we didn't say nothing then when we froze. We caught it straight away. Duncan said on the interview last week, didn't he? Said, why is the internet being a knob? Okay. Duncan said, didn't he, on the interview, that, well, Everton got Kevin Campbell out of him leaving. And he said, so it's not always the worst thing in the world when a player leaves if you replace him well. I know, it's bouncing between both. So Franny went into that void as well, and then but left too early. And he knows he left too early, but the problem is you can't tell a player when they're 19 and 20 they've left too early. So
you're right.
So what can you do?
You're right. Holly's life. There is so much young talent in Holland. How come Brands isn't using his Dutch knowledge to bring some of the club?
Because he said, didn't he? He said there was a couple of lads that he wanted from PSV, and he said, but what's the point? You bring them over, they don't play, and then they sit on a bench and play in the under-23s. He said that PSV, they're developing, but then there's a catch-22 then, because they're developing and then other people see them. So he said, well, at 19, they're not ready. They're getting first-team experience, and then maybe we'll go back and sign them. He said, so...
I had a chat with Billy the other day on the back of the... Billy, our main dude off the camp, about Steve Walsh, what Walsh had said, and and also some other things about players, and like Andy Robertson and Harry Maguire and things like that. And who knows if we'd have bought them, whether they'd have actually played and broke into our team and been as good as they are now. Do you know what I mean? Because you don't know that the reason why they ended up where they were was because they did play, they were allowed to play, they did develop. So, sometimes you've got to let players just develop the way it is. Dixie60 says, lads, Levy has shown his ambition. We should show more ambition. Stop giving excuses of geography, location of schools. You're just giving the likes of Sidderby ammunition for putting it down on us. No, we're not, mate.
It's real life.
Because it's
real life.
You can't just live in a fantasy world where these things don't come into it. Has Levy shown ambition? Because all the reporters are saying that Pochettino tried to resign last week and was told to hold off then. He tried to change his mind over the weekend, apparently, and he didn't want to. So, has he shown ambition, or has he just gone, right, let's make good of a bad situation? Fair play to him, they've got it done. But there's no guarantee that Mourinho would have come here. It's trying to be realistic.
Who's to say, sorry, let me just say,
go ahead,
who's to say that Mashiri didn't pick up the phone 2 weeks ago and say to Mourinho, do you want to come to Everton? And Mourinho might have said, I know that Pochettino's not going to be the manager at Tottenham very long, and I want that job.
Yeah.
And we will always be second choice. It happened when Mourinho went to Man United. If he hadn't gone, he might have come to us. But they're always probably going to wait a little bit longer to get the job they want than come to Everton, and that's where we are at the moment. I know to us we're a big attraction. We've got money. We're going to get a stadium, all this, but there's no stadium yet, is there? We're not going to be able to spend 100 million like that. It's got to be a little bit more realistic. This is just where we are right now in this situation. And yes, it would be great if a manager just went, you know what, lads, I'm going to take a chance at Everton. They're a great club. Let's just see what happens. But no one has, have they? No one clearly has yet. No one has clearly come out and said, I want that job. So
we've got a manager in the job who's part of a project, so get on with him. Stephen Parle says, Maguire is right-footed, Baz. Fair enough, Steve. He does play it on the left, doesn't he? But he's right-footed. ABC123 says, has Ped finally come to his senses and realised the earth isn't flat? I think he's tongue-in-cheek, mate, from our conspiracy thing. Robert Dinsmore says, favourite player at the club at the moment?
Tom Davis. Answer this yesterday.
David Gibbs says, if Everton offered you media jobs, would you take it, or would it take away what you can actually say, think and do? I'd rather do what we're doing, to be honest. But I'd like the security of actual job.
I would like to do...
Bit of both.
Hang on, let me just stop a minute. I'd like to do what we do right now, but also do some stuff for Everton as well. And I actually think there's no reason why we couldn't. But things would have to change, wouldn't they? But that's, and I think things might change in the future, but they mightn't change for us. We might be too far gone. They might want some young lads or whatever.
Might want people who they can manipulate, maybe. Liam Shipchard says...
No corporate overlords.
No, think we might get a midfielder on loan as cover for Gomez, possibly. Stephen Poynton says, so are they saying no centre-back in January? I don't think anyone knows what's going on, mate. I'd just wait. Brands genuinely doesn't really like to bring players in January. But I think this might be an exception, but we'll just have to see. Sophie Gallagher says, can we get a loan or two in January, or is FFP hamstringing us? I don't know is the reality. So I'm guessing we probably could get a couple of loans in, to be honest, but who knows? I hope you're all hitting that thumbs up as well. I don't know how many it is, but it better be over 100, that's all I'm saying. Otherwise, I'll be sending you all a strongly worded email.
I'll be getting in touch with my local ombudsman.
I would. Blue Boy Stew says, watch the girls play Sunday. They played with great spirit and game away from Anfield. Sarah Halpin is like the Duracell bunny. She is. Carl Court says, if we actually sell Moyes in January, then I'll hurt myself. I don't think we're selling Moyes Keane in January. I wouldn't. Richard Osborne says, Silva has won more than Pochettino. And no, he has. Dave Collins says, no, so it's the wages that are holding us back, not fees. Robert Dinsmore says, do we have the option to buy Sidibe in the summer? Yes,
13 million, I think it is. I think it's 13 million.
Okay, where are we? Keith Powell, bourbon, Jaffa cakes and ginger nuts. What? Matty said, I've seen something on Facebook today. Apparently, people dip toast in tea. I'm not having that.
I used to do that.
I've seen it, mate. I've
literally
literally seen this with my own eyes.
I used to do that when I was a kid. I genuinely did.
Absolutely horrific. Michael Winstanley says, thanks, evening lads, thanks for all the videos lately. Great to listen to Nev. Make sure, if you haven't seen it already, to check out the Duncan Ferguson interview. It's tonight, 7 o'clock on YouTube, and it is absolutely, but he's amazing on it.
Baby.
Make sure you watch it, baby. Lewis Jones says, what do you make of Richarlison playing striker for Brazil and Jesus playing right?
Well, he plays a striker. He's played striker for us, hasn't he? So,
is Richarlison a proper striker? Lewis Jones wants to know.
It's different when it's different when you're playing for Brazil, though, isn't it? And you've got that talent around you.
Oh, so. Stuart says, Baz, what's with the part-time ped?
What?
I think this is like a running thing. This is happening for you, and you get wound up.
I don't get wound up. It just makes me laugh.
David Gibbs says, do I need to watch all the Star Wars movies before The Mandalorian?
Oh my God.
Who's asking you the question?
Why haven't you seen all the Star Wars? Why isn't
he's asking you the question.
Why isn't any,
yes or no?
Why isn't any grown-up person watched them all?
Yes or no?
No is the answer, but at the same time, yes.
Okay. Right. Robert Workman says...
What have you not seen? Tell me what you've not seen.
Robert Workman says, it's okay, I did get a ticket high up in the upper Bullens over the Gladys Street corner flag. Where are we here? Royal Blue 1878. I doubt we will lose to Norwich, but does he go if we lost? I don't think so. Personally, but I don't know.
How about we just don't lose to Norwich?
Yeah, that would be the good one. That would be a good one. Shrika Kandala says, do you guys have a pre-match routine? I don't.
I get up and I go to the match. That's my pre-match routine. I get up and go to the match.
Michael Winstanley says, what's our record against Norwich in the league? I have horrible memories of us getting... It's actually very good, but I don't want to dwell on it. Stuart says, Ped, will you get a Giroud haircut if we sign him?
I've had Giroud haircuts.
Well, he's asking you now, will you get another one?
No, I'm too old now.
Okay. Mark Smith said, it's like Big Nev said, it's the project, so let's get behind the team and smash the Copites.
Get that project going, baby.
Right. Sam Edwards says, okay. Sam, what it is on here, they go so fast, the comments, mate. So
massively fast.
You miss it sometimes. Okay, missed me twice. Right, I've got you now. Sam Edwards. There you go. Let's try another one. Do you believe any of the lads that have been winning trophies at youth level are ready to step up other than Anthony Gordon?
No.
No, mate.
Lewis Gibson, maybe, but I wouldn't go, he's got to play. Maybe if he had to, if an emergency cover, maybe, but I don't think anyone else is, and I don't think any of the ones that are in the 20s will ever be ready. Because I just, no.
Michael Winstanley says, what did you make of Nev's comments about getting rid of our youth 20 plus who aren't near the first team?
I agree, fully agree. I just don't know why we keep them around.
No point in keeping them around. They should be in by now. That guy says, lads, I don't think you realise how bad we are this year. We shouldn't let that win at Southampton fool us. We are a dreadful side and struggle to create. We had 24 chances. 24
we struggled to score.
Attempts at Southampton.
I agree that we struggled to score.
Yeah.
More than anything. There's a lot of bad teams in the Premier League.
I'm going to say, all I'll say, mate, is after Liverpool and City, everyone's bad, in my opinion.
Listen,
some are slightly less bad than others,
saying,
like
and
Leicester.
honestly,
Chelsea.
I'm not.
They're all crap.
I'm not sitting here going, "Oh, we're amazing."
No.
We're not amazing. What
From
we need to become is functional, and that starts by picking up a few wins against teams who are below you, and then getting to that area where you're playing against other teams like Crystal Palace, functional. Sheffield United, functional. You know, Sheffield United are 5th by being functional. There's a lot of teams like that. Are we? Listen, I went into the season. I didn't think we'd get top 6. I just didn't think we got the squad for it. I don't think I didn't think we had a striker, but I still think that we've got good enough players to to have a go at least. But you know, we've got to find some consistency. And listen, I'm not sitting. I don't massively enjoy the football Everton play, if I'm honest. I don't quite know what it is or what he's trying to do. But let's just get on with it, don't you? You just have to make the most of a bad situation as it stands.
Right, where are we? Stewie 1878. Iffy, how much is it to become a patron? £3 a month. Where are we?
There is a pound option, but it's podcasts and
£3 a month, mate.
Yeah, I mean, if you want everything, it's £3 a month.
Yeah.
If you want everything, it's £3 a month.
That's worth it. We will say that, but
it's a cup
other people say
it's a cup of coffee.
It's 1 coffee a month.
It's a cup
if
of
you
coffee,
buy it. David Gibbs says stream is good here, lads. No breakup.
Cool.
Stephen Poynton says, are we ruining Keane like we did with Luckman?
We didn't ruin Luckman, honestly.
I was just asking you.
Okay. We didn't. I won't be angry. We didn't ruin Luckman, honestly. Allardyce had a go at ruining him, but we didn't ruin him, honestly. From all what we've been told, right? From what we've been told, he just didn't put it in training, and by not putting it in training, the manager would not pick him. And I think he thought he had some right to be in the team because of the talent he's got, but he didn't.
And the money be paid.
But he didn't do it in training. Now, he's doing amazingly well for Leipzig. He's scoring goals. He's playing every single. Oh no, he's not. He's not playing at all ever. Never. So.
And isn't he with the world's greatest coach in some people's eyes? So there you go. Ian Beale just got in from work, lads. Do you think...
Not from the chippy?
Just from the chippy.
From the chippy?
Just from the chippy.
Ian Beale? Sorry.
Do you think Spurs should have targeted an ambitious manager with a project rather than a shot at instant success? Or is instant success what Spurs need
They
now?
need instant success. We've done it on the Footy Show, which is a Patreon exclusive. If you want to join it, patrons will be able to watch when Billy, when's Footy Show done? Wednesday. Thanks, mate. What answer was that?
It'll be quite a while. Yeah.
What's a while?
It's saying an hour and a half.
Okay, Bill. Tomorrow.
No, it's out tomorrow though, isn't it? Footy Show.
Oh, yeah. Okay, tomorrow. The Footy Show will be out tomorrow. We spoke about it on the Footy Show. One of the things we've discussed is they've had 5 years of not winning. So what's the point? Now they just want to win something. Imagine us as fans, how frustrated. I mean, we're sitting here now 25 years later and we're like, just win us a trophy. Don't worry about being amazing. Just win us a trophy. That's why we wanted Mourinho ourselves. So that's what they want now. They just want to win a trophy. Because they've seen all the great teams and they've seen Kane and Ali and Ericsson turn it up. But when it comes to the big occasions, where were they?
Exactly. Wayne Barrett says, is it just me or are we the unluckiest club in the Premier League?
No, we're the unlucky.
Especially when it comes to bad injuries, never mind VAR, bad refs and the biggest of all European bans.
No, that's not the biggest of all. Two. Name them. 1, 2 world wars. 2 world wars.
We should have been, how many did we say?
9
more.
years.
So we should have 18.
9 extra years.
Championship. We should be awarded.
3 and 6, isn't it?
Yeah. So we should have been awarded the league for them.
Yeah, we should have been.
Because we were champions.
We are the
as
longest,
a world war.
We are the longest reigning champions in English history.
Yeah.
6 years.
Twice.
1939 to 1945. Everton champions.
There you go.
Can anyone honestly say they were champions when a world war was going on?
No,
we were consistent. We were consistent for the whole of that time.
It was difficult times.
It was difficult. Difficult to get a team together.
Absolutely.
But we kept that. We won that league. No, it says
we kept it.
Everton champions, right? And then 6 years later, or even 7, someone else is champions. So for that time, we were champions.
And we had the Germans after us. That's how good we were in those days of being champions. Tony Miguel.
The man with the 2 first names International style.
Says the insight into editing of the Dunk interview was fascinating and very honest. Great work. Guys, Real Source says, settle an argument. If you took a child and raised them specifically to be a footballer, no school education, just constant training by pros, would they make it at any level as a professional? Yes, in my opinion, 100%. Unless they only had one leg or one eye. That might be a bit more difficult. But if they were just a normal child, say, whatever, with, you know, I think you train them. I do believe they would become a pro at any level.
Who's doing the training?
Constant training by pros.
Okay, yeah. I thought, like, you know,
coaches.
because I was like, I knew lads when I was growing up who was like, dads would and they were terrible at footy, and their dads would like take them training every day, and we'd just be standing there playing footy, learning more by doing what we were doing than some dad being, yes, come on, Gerald, hit the ball.
It's the same thing, isn't it? Like the Williams sisters were conceived to be tennis players.
They were conceived to be tennis players.
Decided that they needed another couple of kids so they could have tennis players because the dad seen how much money was in it for the family. And look at them, they being the most successful. Because when they were 2 and 3, he put a tennis racket in the hands and he'd done it every day. And I think if you'd done that with a football, with a kid, or as much as you could, then obviously touch would be great. The way he'd take the ball, go and buy players, things like that, would all be natural to them. And then it'd be trying to get them into game situations to deal with the physical aspect of it. But look at Cristiano's kid. Does like 100 sit-ups a day.
But he's a clone. I don't think he's a child. I think he's an actual clone. But I think he's got him out of a machine.
Okay, but he's doing the sit-up, the physical work, and all that.
Should he be doing the physical work though?
Well, probably not. Should probably just be playing on Fortnite or something, or whatever kids want to play.
Do you think he does actually just play on Fortnite, and his dad just makes him do like pictures and stuff to go on the internet?
Well, maybe.
Just saying.
Johnny Hodson says, I think we should forget about this idea of Bin and Marco. We need stability. We keep complaining about a lack of identity and the trappings and all that. Let's get behind him and the side. Some of the faces you two are pulling when the screen freezes are boss. That's from Martin Edwards. What are these likes on? Vinny Harris says, you've got a great channel. Thank you, Vinny.
Do any of our patrons want to come on Discord? Let's test the phone in for the YouTube people. So yesterday we tested out our new phone in feature, that we're going to have a phone in show soon, exclusively to Patreon. Well, exclusively to Patreon callers. It might go on YouTube, but you've got to be a patron to get on the show. So if any of our patrons want to come on, go in the phone in channel on Discord and leave a little message, and I'll give you a call. Come on, let's just get one.
Right, I want to address two things here.
Because we've got headphones as well.
I just want to address two things.
Go on.
Okay? Right. One is Real Toast.
Yeah.
And he's responding to the dipping the tea in toast.
Yeah.
One of my best friends is a chemist, and he puts a teaspoon of butter and HP sauce in black coffee every morning because it helps his metabolism. And he's put, nah, mate. That is minging.
Sorry, I was just trying to pretend we'd frozen.
I knew what you were doing. No, I didn't. I kept looking at you like that. That's just minging. That's the first one.
That's weird.
And Jordan Everton says, what is
That is a very fortunate second name, by the way, for someone who's an Evertonian.
It's a great second name. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, he doesn't say he's an Evertonian. What are you guys' thoughts about Spurs' ambition compared to Mashiri's? Now, let me just...
One's a club, one's a man.
Let me just address this, because the ambition by Spurs over the same period that Mashiri's been in is nowhere near as ambitious as Everton.
They built a stadium, we bought players.
And we're now building a stadium,
and
we spent a lot of money. So I think Everton have shown ambition. I think the problem is they've shown it in a calamitous, chaotic way.
Yeah, that's the difference.
That's the difference. Spurs under Levy, Pochettino will leave, and then he will bitch about how they didn't show ambition.
The man with the
won't he?
first names.
He'll talk about how they didn't show ambition.
Right.
So that's just my opinion. People have got very different ones, and that is fine. Phil Williams said, just listen to the Southall interview, and I recall him marching down the pitch with the ball under his arm to take a penalty, and Diamond having to rip it out of his hands. Well, that was never he wanted to take it against Wimbledon, didn't he? He said when he was in here, he wanted to take the pen against Wimbledon. Jim loved name. Sorry if I haven't pronounced that right, Jim. Do you think Everton should get Pochettino? It'd be good to have Pochettino, but I don't think he'd come here, mate.
I think you should just stop.
I just forget about that now. Still think there's room for an Evertonian musician special, fellas.
Who said that?
Johnny Hodgson.
Oh, Axel.
Do you know Johnny?
Yeah, Axel Rose.
Oh, okay. So
He looks like Axel Rose.
Okay. So
Johnny.
look, is he a musician?
Yeah, he's a lead singer in a band.
Well, why doesn't he come in and do Evertonians musician?
Probably because we haven't asked him to come in.
I didn't know. I didn't know there was a need, want for that. So
I don't know. I'm just putting headphones on, just to laugh. Put some headphones on.
Mal Young says, what would you be doing now if the internet hadn't been invented? That's a crack. But I don't know, because what would any of us be doing? What would you be doing now?
That's like saying, and this is genuine, that's like saying, there could be some mad invention in the future that hasn't been invented yet. That's all going to change our lives. But we wouldn't know, would we? Because we don't know about it. That's
Listen, you've literally asked us a tough
right, we're
question.
going to take a call.
What are the likes on? Someone just tell me what the likes are on, please. Michael Winstanley says, brilliant ped for your Ronaldo's kid thing.
He's definitely a clone. Right.
Oh. Can I hear Big P Cat? I mean, I don't know if I can.
Hello, are you there? Is there anybody there? I can hear ringing.
I can hear ringing, but no one's there.
Hello? 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 Hello, mate. It's Big P Cat. I can hear you, mate. Ask away. Ask your question. Go on. Hang on. I don't think people can hear you. Hang on.
I heard them.
I know. Go on. Just ask that question again. What do you think, Baz? Three centre halves and having wing backs. Have we got three centre halves?
I think it'd be.
Oh, I'm not sure about Michael Keane though.
I think you can do it. Obviously, you can do it, but it depends. What you do then though is you're losing the width, aren't you? I know your fullbacks become the width, but then who are you playing? Like Richarlison and Moise Keane, or Calvert-Lewin and Richarlison, and then where does Bernard play? I know what you mean. It's definitely an option. Of course it is, because you've got to be able to to mix it up and stuff. And I don't think you should ever be held down to one position, one formation. But yeah, most definitely, and I think a lot of people would like to see two centre forwards on, without a shadow of a doubt. But I don't know, mate. Is the reality? I think at the minute, I'd like to see him playing 4-3-3 first of all. Instead of the. Well, yeah, apparently. So we should be able to. He should be able to have a go with that. But I think you can also, a lot of time, you can also play 4-2-3-1 if you've got the right personnel in midfield, and that is like lads that can get up and down. And so when Tom Davies and Iwobi are in there, I think it works quite well. But if you've got Sigurdsson and Schneiderlin in there, I don't think it works anywhere near as good.
Yeah, it's definitely got to be a front three. But no. Yeah. Listen, mate, definitely. We'll let you go because we can't actually. We can hear you.
We can hear you, but
for some reason the people on the stream can't hear you tonight. So nice one for ringing in, mate. All right, nice. Nice
Thanks,
one,
Paul.
mate. See you
Take
later,
care,
mate. See
mate.
you later.
Ta-ra, mate.
But that didn't work. I mean, it worked last night.
Yeah,
It worked last night
would have been
perfectly.
good.
You know what it was? Tom changed the settings,
as you do.
and I don't know what the settings need to be changed back to.
Well,
so-
basically, Big P Cat asked about playing 3 at the back. Would you do it? I think it's an option, but it's not one I would be trying to, looking to do at the moment. Because obviously it gets you 2 strikers on the pitch, but I don't know whether we would lose something by doing that. The other thing would be, I just want us to play with three forwards, 3 real forwards, so getting closer together and not isolating the lad who's through the middle. So, interesting one, though, 3-5-2. Some teams have done it to really good effect. Chelsea won the league under Conte playing 3-5-2, didn't he? So, I don't know whether we've got the personnel, but it's one of them, isn't it?
Any more on the interweb?
On the internet, baby. Where have we gone? Let's have a look. Michael Barrett's patroned up, lads. Is right, Michael Barrett. We love you. Where are we? This is from Chicken Kebab and Chips. Would you have preferred the new stadium to be more like Ajax's stadium, where it stands literally above the pitch? On stadium now, on app, it doesn't feel like a Colton. And that noise. But listen, it's only
We don't know, do we? We don't know what it's going to be like, to be honest, till we get it. So, until we actually get it, we're not. It could be amazing. They wouldn't have known. They might have said, "Oh, we want something else," but I don't know.
Feel good now says Silva out. Arteta manager with Cahill and Duncan as assistants, and Moyes as the director of football. Okay. Eugene McGeever wants Anthony Gordon to play at the weekend.
Go on, keep talking.
I mean, I can literally hear
I know.
myself.
I'm testing something.
Feel good now says thoughts on Moyes as director of football. What? No. Just no. Not for me. Brands is there. Let's let someone put some foundations down before we keep trying to rip it up and go for something new. I mean, that's just my opinion. Patrick Farrell says David Moyes is the bookies' favourite to be the next Everton manager. But he will be.
Why are we still talking about
I don't know why it's still a thing, but he will be, mate, because he obviously is in the conversation. Are you going back for another call because you think you figured it out?
No, I haven't figured it out.
Okay.
I'm trying to work it out. I don't know what's going on.
Dalsbick said, I arrived late again. Sorry, lads, did I miss Ped singing? Yeah. Margaret Greep says 31 likes. Someone else has said 131 likes. Billy, how many likes are... Only you won't be able to check, will you? Or will you?
Yeah, that's fine.
There better be over 100 likes.
Yeah, 135.
135 likes. All right. I mean, I'd like 200 because there's 232, but if we could get to 150, I'd be quite happy with that. Where are we? Real Source says Joker 2 is just being confirmed.
Was it?
Which Everton player would make the best Batman or another villain? That's for you, mate.
I don't know.
Okay.
Yerry Mina might make like Batman or something.
Ooh, he looked good in that suit, didn't he? You could see that. Barry Helen Warwick says there'd be riots if Hughes came here. Yes, there would. Woeful. Michael Hull-Faker says 136 likes. And Alex O'Brien, thank you very much. Margaret's come back with 31 again. Margaret, what's happening with your keyboard, kid? Steve EFC says defo no to Hughes as manager. Roderick says 142 likes. Ellis Quinton says ultimate respect to the other Blues who want to fill the club with former managers and players, but it makes my skin crawl. Moyes over Brands is a joke. I would love Nevin there, but keep it minimal. Keith Powell says Moyes or Hughes. Think my recovery from illness will put me back months. No chance it can happen. Lewis Harry says no Everton players are nasty enough, really. P. Brown says, I'm a patron, but not sure where to find the link to the Discord
I'll
channel.
put the link up in a bit.
I'm a tier 3. We'll put the link up. Paul, is it?
It was on last night, but it expired after a day, so...
Dosbick says, Baz, how did it feel to interview all the 80s legends? It was fantastic. For me being a kid at that time, it just took me back to those days and just being immensely proud of that team. It was amazing to be a Blue at that time. Just make sure you buy the Howard's Way DVD because you want that bit of history in your hands.
Yeah.
You want it. I've got mine. It's great. It's got all kinds of extras on it. I want it in my hands to have and own that because it's such a special film. And I think we all should support it anyway. We should support Rob, who's put a hell of a lot of his own money into making it for us as Evertonians. So Christmas presents and stuff like that, be brilliant. Get behind it. It's a fantastic thing. Toothy Orifice says, question for the both of you, who's your favourite band? Well, I don't really have a favourite band. I just like music, so to speak. I'm not one of them who are like, oh, they're my band kind of thing. Have you got a favourite band?
Oasis were always my favourite when I was a kid growing up. So,
Okay. There you go. Johnny Hodson says, Gomez for any role in a movie, such a sexy bloke. Makes me question who I am. All right.
got a favourite band? Oasis.
Chicken kebab and chips.
I figured it out. If anyone wants to call up, let's get a call on. I want to do this.
Okay. You patrons, get a call on. Johnny Hodson says, Stevie FC says, Margaret, depends when you tune in. The likes stay the same, but they don't update. Thanks, Steve, for letting her know that. Toothy Orifice says, if we went for a left-footed right winger, we should go for Maxwell Cornet of Lyon. We looked at him in the summer, to be honest. Good player.
Who's the kid Tottenham in? Is it Gomez at Lyon?
Don't know, I've seen that.
Someone just put there, they're in talks to buy.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, they're in talks to buy someone.
Oh.
Gomez.
I don't know.
Right.
Not sure, but Cornet's a good player.
If
very
anyone
good
wants to get it, if anyone off our anyone off Patreon wants to come on Discord now, go in the phone in thing and let me know you want me to call you, and I'll call you, and we'll do a quick phone in. I just want to test this again. Come on. Before we finish, we've been on for an hour and 20 minutes now, guys, or an hour and 15. Let's do this.
Right, I'm gone. P Brown, if you're a patron, aren't you? Send us a message on Patreon, mate.
For what? Something else.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Do that.
Definitely. So send us a message on Patreon, and
Come on.
We can speak there, mate.
Come on, patrons, let's get you on. Come on, this is why you're patrons.
Tom Walsh wants to know if you listen to the Stone Roses or Kasabian.
Because Stone Roses, I used to listen to them.
Harry AFC wants to know score predictions for the derby.
Who knows? It's in like 2 weeks.
Yeah. Can't think about that until 5 seconds before they start, to be honest. This is for you, Joshua Spurrier. Do you have a favourite food vendor or takeaway near Goodison Park? I have bowl of cereal before I go to match.
If it's a night game, I'll go to McDonald's if it's a night game because it's convenient.
Remember Bing's Chippy? That's still there.
No.
By the Holy Trinity.
Gary Ward, are you getting in touch with me? Come on, Gary.
Gary, are you going to ring in?
I can see you typing. Gary Ward, do you want me to call you? Right, I'm going to call him. I'm not messing about. I'm giving Gary Ward a call. I ain't messing. I'm going to call him.
Do it.
I'm going to do it.
Stevie FC, how do I get to Patreon? There's a link on
the description.
The description is in the link. Just click on it, mate, and it'll take you there. Don't forget as well, the Duncan Ferguson interview, if you've not seen it, is live at 7 o'clock tonight. Live in 40 minutes on YouTube. So make sure you check it out. Make sure you give it a like as well.
Gary.
It's brilliant.
Hello. Gary Ward. Hello, Gary Ward.
Gary?
Gary?
Have you muted our mic so we can't hear you? Stephen Poynton says, Hot Wok is the place to go. Royal Blue 1878 says, have you seen much of Kenny in Germany? Yes. He's doing very well. They want to keep him, to be honest.
Hello, Gary.
Did he say call him?
He did, so why? I'm
call and go back to call him again.
I'm messaging, Gary, I'm messaging you. Where are you? Hey, Gary.
Tom Walsh says Gary Ward in the building, but he's not because we can't hear him. Can you hear him? You can't hear him.
Can you?
Someone else says Gary Ward is in the building as well. Edward Denham.
Oh, hang on. Yeah,
Gary.
We can't hear you. Hang on.
Take it off. Was it coming out? Hang on.
Hang on.
Tell Gary to hang on.
I thought, hang on, Gary. I thought I'd fixed it, but clearly I haven't. Hang on.
But you've got it there, though, haven't you?
It's coming out there, but
Yeah.
we can't hear it.
Take them out and
Hello?
come to the computer, or will it be kickback?
Why can't we hear it?
I don't know. Take it out of
Hang
there
on,
a minute.
hang on.
Hello?
Gary? Talk?
Yeah.
It would make no difference.
Hey.
Okay.
Hang on.
Gary can hear a dog. No, okay, Steve Kelly can hear Gary.
Okay.
I
We
can hear
can't,
you.
We can't. Hang on.
Gary, bear with. Tell Gary to bear with.
This is because, I mean, Tom from the Red Men changed all the settings. I mean, strictly speaking, it's his laptop, so I mean,
So
he's
he's allowed
to.
He's talking, his dog said woof woof. Gary?
Gary,
Hello?
just say hello. Right, I can see it, but why can't we hear it? Hang on.
Hello?
Hang on.
Yeah.
Hello, Gary.
People are saying Gary is a dog. Gary. Tom Welsh says Gary appears to be a dog.
I know this is not great, but this is why.
Lewis Harry said you need to go into your audio settings. We're doing it, mate.
No, I am. I'm just. It's
Royal Blue 1878 says maybe Gary speaks in bark language.
that'd be great if I could hear it.
We just can't hear it. We can't hear it.
Hello,
Can
Gary.
you hear me?
Wildlife
Can you hear me?
says Gary is a dog.
Why can't we hear that?
P. Murph can't hurt him. Pippin can.
Hello?
Gary saying he can hear a space. P. Murph can hear a spaceman.
This
Oh,
is amazing.
God.
What is going
I
on?
don't.
Hello?
P. Murph, at least you. Gary?
Hang on.
Oh, I mean, this is.
Yeah.
You know what this should be saying? His name should be Dan. Dan! Dan! Dan!
Get it?
Dan!
Yeah, I'm here.
Michael Barrett thought he was going to go in to a dance track. And Michael Hulfaker says, Lord, let me know what specs you need on a laptop.
It's because I'm trying to change the settings while we're doing it. If I'd known this had all been
Settings on the fly.
exactly.
You're not going to...
Hello.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah! Hang on. But can anyone else hear you? That's the point. Hang on, Gary. Can anyone else hear? Speak, Gary. Speak. No one else can hear him. No. So I can hear you. We can hear you, but no one else can hear you. So hang on.
Look, Detective Riggs is just like, he's there.
Same problem with the last.
Okay. Gary, speak now. See, now we can't hear him.
No, but people said he could hear him.
But
Gary?
Hello. Speak.
Yeah.
Where's he gone?
Hello?
Yeah, but if we do that, right, we can hear him, but now we can hear him. They can't hear him. Gary, can you hear us? Cool, that's good to hear. But the problem is no one else can hear you now. So,
Do you think it's the...
so, I mean, what's happened to the dog? Is the dog still there?
The dogs are fuming. Play audio.
This is amazing.
Play audio out of the microphone, not the headphones.
Hang on. Wait, play audio.
Play audio out of the microphone.
The dog, I can hear the dog.
I can hear the dog instead
Right, hang
of
on.
the headphones.
So, there's the audio.
Yeah,
Right? Okay. But we can't hear him now.
but maybe take that out. Can you all hear
you
Gary
now?
again? This is Matty. This is comedy value.
You know what? We had it yesterday.
It worked
It
yesterday.
worked yesterday.
It's so annoying. We will get it fixed, but it's so annoying.
It worked yesterday.
Is it? If we pull this out, is there no way
No,
we can
because
hear it?
all that is doing is... Right, hang on. See, if we do that... Right, there's Gary.
I mean,
right.
I can hear Gary coming out
Can
the
hear Gary
headphones.
now,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But-
Ben say he can hear him.
Right, hang on.
It's when you do that, we can't though.
Right,
Oh.
we can hear you now, Gary, but the problem is no one else can hear
Chicken
you now.
kebab saying unplug your headphones.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's the headphones.
Right, hang on, wait.
Go on.
Gary, like
Yeah.
click on the other thing.
Hello, Gary.
Yeah.
Gary.
Hello, Gary.
This again.
Right. Someone... This is comedy.
Michael Barrett said this. This is like when SpongeBob loses a snail, Gary.
Oh, my God.
Oh my God.
I don't know what's going
This
on.
is brilliant.
It's comedy.
This is horrific and brilliant all at the same time.
This is why you do test runs.
Look at it, Patrick Farrell just said, this reminds me of the time I tried to show me granddad how to use the internet.
Gary's just on the other line, just living the
Chicken
life.
kebab and chips is fuming. Unplug the headphones.
It's nothing to do with the headphones.
To be fair, right, he does know what he's doing.
It worked
Most of the
yesterday
time.
perfectly. As our people will tell you, it's just today Tom has come in and changed all the settings, and I'm trying to work out what those settings are on the fly.
Yeah, P. Brown said it all depends what streaming app you're using. It might be that you're
God.
switching headphones audio for virtual audio to the stream.
Right. So
Try for a while, says this.
I
is
can
how
hear you
every
guys
season
just
is
fine.
Gary's talking now.
Gary's speaking. Why don't you just speak to Gary and I'll
I
just
can't hear
read
him.
comments.
Hang on.
Michael Winstanley's
Can
fuming.
you
He's
hear
saying
me?
headphones. Detective Riggs done Gary with the snail 3 times. Use your boss. He's making me laugh here. It's quality.
I have no.
Live Vid says this is better than Till Be Alright on the night. Michael Winstanley can hear him.
Yeah, but I can't.
See? Classic
Oh.
Morecambe and Wise. This doesn't
So if I
have a
switch
lot
it over
of
to headphones, I should be able to hear Gary now.
He is far away. He's in America, Michael.
So Gary, can you just talk? Yeah, there he is, but they can't hear him, right? So
Oh, it's like fools and horses.
This is-
They
this
went
is
to
just-
France and say Gary. These Gary references are brilliant.
Get it?
Have you got him?
He's on.
Hello,
But
guys.
they can't hear him.
Gary, we can hear you. Nobody else can.
It's amazing.
Oh. I mean, we could just have a conversation between us.
Oh my God. Go on, speak, Gary.
Oh, my God. Gary, talk.
Oh no, we can't. Go on. Go on. Oh. Go on. Ask us a question, Gary. Hello.
Classic.
What now?
Talking about Mashiri.
Go on. Say that again.
Think you'll be able to get an interview with McSherry?
Does he? Do we think we'll be able to get an interview with Mashiri?
I don't know is the real answer to that. I doubt it. But stranger things have happened. I think it'd be good. I think it'd be good for him to do. Or sit with anybody really. I mean, it'd be good for him to do one with Everton if they'd ask some decent questions. But I don't know, Gary, is the reality to that one. I'd like to, but I don't know. To be honest, I'd like to sit down with him and just have a conversation with him, away from the camera even, so that we had a little bit of insight into what he actually thinks. I mean, I don't know whether he can still...
There's all sorts of questions you'd love to ask the guy.
Oh, without a shadow. You know, what is his ambitions for Everton, that kind of thing.
Can people hear Gary now? Because I've put him through the speakers. Can they hear him?
Steve EFC says Gary's in the cellar. Alex O'Brien says, what part of America is Gary from? Cornwall Blue says, this is quality, get it on the DVD.
Whereabouts you from?
Patrick Farrell says, Gary's voice is muffled now, he sounds like Rolf from the Muppets. Oh, guys, this is class.
Oh my God.
This is class.
Oh.
Oh, my eyes are red.
So can everyone? So can people hear?
Cornwall Blue Gary sounds like he's got a balaclava on. Oh,
This is not the way.
Gary's with thinking Ross Kemp in gangs. It sounds like here. P. Murph is Gary talking through a traffic cone.
I'm on an iPad.
He's on an iPad.
Oh, he's on an iPad. There you
Oh
go.
my God,
Oh, guys, this is boss. This is boss. I mean, it
Oh.
mightn't be great for people watching, and I apologise. but-
How does it sound for people watching? Like just at the moment.
Well, I mean, talking through a traffic cone might give you a hint.
But I don't know if that's like the talking about like.
Now Robert's saying we can't hear him. I think you just...
I stopped the live stream, so I can't tell how it sounds.
Oh, okay.
Okay. See, people should have heard that because he was on the mic then. I
Oh,
think.
okay. Well, I think Pippin's saying poor Gary.
All right.
I think what we do is we try to get Gaz on Patreon
Yeah.
again, and we'll have a play with it.
Tomorrow or the next time we use it, I'll test the settings first because we've been let down.
Matty said get him a megaphone.
All right, we'll try again later.
Gary, nice one for joining us, mate.
Thanks, Gaz.
See you later. Thanks, mate.
Cheers,
what
mate.
a guy, what a
See
guy.
you, Gaz.
Oh, it's time to play the music. It's time to light the light.
Oh, my God.
It's time to play the music on the Muppet Show tonight. Da-da-da. Oh, my God.
Oh, that was ink.
It worked perfectly yesterday,
Come on,
didn't it?
more blue. Tell Gary to remove the sellotape from his mouth.
I thought he was going to say,
Oh,
they
my
want
eyes.
£10,000 to release me.
If he had video, there would have been a flag behind him.
He's not doing the daily.
And a light. Oh,
amazing.
oh, sorry about that. I mean, it didn't go as planned, but...
Oh, my God.
Oh, God.
I thought I'd cracked the code there as well.
Johnny Hodgson did Gary Cole using a string and a can. Oh, Gary. Gary took time out of his day
Oh,
to shout through that traffic cone.
right, we're going to go.
Gary sounds like someone had him by the nose.
See, I don't know whether people are having a go at the
No,
connection or his voice.
No, it's just the connection, not his voice, is it?
Sure.
And this is the last one I'm gonna read. This is the last one.
Baz is gone.
This is the last one I'm gonna read.
Baz is gone. Baz has gone. It's official.
I'm gone.
Go on.
I think he was in
He's gone.
Oh, stop it.
He's gone.
I think he was in the middle of a session. It's gone. Oh, it's gone.
What?
I think he was in the middle of a session and forgot to remove the gimp. Oh, I've lost it.
Oh my
I
God.
can't breathe. Oh, I don't know who Gary is, but I like him.
Right. Okay. Hello. Right. We'll be back tomorrow for our patrons. If you want to become a patron, I hope this hasn't put you off.
Tell Gary to agree to the ransom of the match.
Oh my God.
I'm a celebrity, get me out of
Blame
here.
Tom. Blame Tom.
Oh, my eye, look at my face.
Oh, my
my
God.
face is drenched
Oh,
with
my God.
blood, with tears.
But this is listen. This
Sorry,
my
apologies.
microphone's gone as well. This is what you get on. This is what you get anyway on Toffee TV. And it's live. It's live. For God's
I
sake.
apologise.
Right. We'll be back tomorrow for the patrons. If you're not a patron and you haven't seen the Duncan Ferguson interview, it will be going live in 25
We
minutes.
need a Gary section on Toffee TV.
Don't be saying we need a Gary section. Right. We're going.
Oh,
Thanks for watching.
apologies. See you later.
See you later.